Hey, drive time, we back at it again. You know, something I feel like should be pointed out is I think we as a society have this weird thing where we create new rules for people when they have money or when they become famous or popular. When if any regular person did the same exact thing, it would be a huge issue. So before I left the house, video pops up about apparently Ray J was all in a fit because he wanted to take a shower with Kia Cenat. And Kia Cenat apparently has taken showers with like his roommates or whatever on stream, like in swimming trunks. And so Ray J feels left out and he want to come to the next sleepover. Now imagine if the next, I think they said Ray J is 44. Imagine if whoever you know that's 44 called up somebody you know that's 23 and said, I heard you and your homie was clowning around and took a shower. I want to take a shower with y'all. Imagine if whoever you know in their 20s was like, yo, we all getting together, we gonna play the game, and we just gonna chill, we gonna pull an all-nighter, and then whoever else you knew that was 44 was like, yo, can I come to the sleepover? Think about it. Think about if you knew that somebody 44, 45 was just hanging out with 20-year-olds like Kevin Hart does with them. Think about it. The only reason we accept this weird stuff is because they all famous, so we just lump them all in the same category, removing the fact that it's weird. They tried to pull the same thing and just brush off when they said Drake was texting Millie Bobby Brown every day. But at the time, she was like, I believe 16 or 17. He was like in his 20s. Like, come on. And here's the thing, like, when I was younger, I had a solid group of people I hung with. And one of them's dad was our mentor. And so he would sometimes host us at his house. And he was like real cool with us because he was into like video games and stuff like that. So he would host at his house sometimes. Sometimes we would go to other people's houses or whatever. He was host sometimes at his house. And he was real cool with us. He wasn't trying to be our friend though. You know what I mean? Like if we all decided to go to a lock-in at the mall or something like that, because we all worked in the mall, he wouldn't go to that. If we all decided to load up in the car and go like skating or hit an arcade or something, he wouldn't go to that. If we all loaded up and went to another friend's house for the same exact purpose, he wouldn't go to that. He would be at the stuff where he was already at. So if it was at the mall and he was at the mall, sure. If we was at the house and it was his house, sure. Did he follow us around everywhere we went? No. My son's friends, I don't hang out with them. Like, no, take them somewhere, drive them somewhere, whatever, sure. But if they at the house and they playing the game, I don't play games like that. So I'm not going to be down there trying to be all in the game, jump on their stream, jump in their podcast. I'm not. And like, I didn't know. I knew Kai did really well. I knew that. I knew that he was pretty much top of his class in the whole streaming environment or whatever. I seen he was doing the commercials and doing public stuff. But I was worried that he was getting to the point to where he was butting up against that ceiling where they start getting weird. We seen it with too many young people who got into this fame to where you get so hot and they start getting weird. We saw how they did Justin Bieber. We saw how they did Aaliyah. We heard the stories about Usher. Like, it's something in the water. Well, not in the water. It's in the champagne bottle. Excuse me. It's like you get a certain amount of money and a certain amount of fame, and then stuff starts to get weird. And then when it happens, people just be like, oh. There's no way that, like I said, you tell me somebody you know in their early 20s hanging out and having overnights with people in their 40s that ain't they dad, even they dad. You know what I'm saying? Ray J was doing this with his kid in the car. Come on, dude. Like, stuff is wild, bro. I'm gonna keep this one super short. I just find it wild that people are looking at something like that and be like when I first seen Kevin Hart at Kai's house, I'm like, that's weird. Why? I get you think he funny. I get you want to mentor him or whatever, but you don't gotta be on his stream to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mentor plenty of people. I don't have to. Nah, bro. I'm gonna cut this one, but nah, bro.